between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's going deep for Brown. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Gun.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Now Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. Now a handoff to Chandler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2, ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 10, Fields catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Fields. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. That one goes for 24 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields. This is caught. It's Brown. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Slot man moves right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down and 4. Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gun.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Chandler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Chandler. Room here to run. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now Burrow on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Chandler on second down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a well-orchestrated drive they put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out. But they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got 1st and goal.
They run it with Chandler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now receiver in motion left. On second down. It's Chandler, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far.
Here we go.
Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
The slot man in motion right. Third and goal, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Got a man, it's Brown. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ty Chandler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Hey, we gotta go score.
They'll try the left side. Chandler, he's got it to the 43 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Up the middle they go. Chandler, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Chandler. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 166 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, it's Chandler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt. 2nd and 10
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. It's Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields throwing again. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On the counter, it's Walker. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a give, right side. Chandler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now a give, right side. Chandler. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big in a major major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And now here's another interception. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
To be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level. It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's it. All the way home for a Broncos score. Ty Chandler, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
11.
On 1st down. Chandler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. following the fumble recovery. Fields. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
11-90.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now a give, right side. It's Chandler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Chandler. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run on first down. It's Chandler, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Fields. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you